could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost them all.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Packers and Falcons, they've had some memorable encounters in recent years. They met at the Georgia Dome in the 2016 NFC Championship game won by Atlanta, as well as the first regular season game at the new Mercedes-Benz Dome. That game also won by the Falcons 34-23, so revenge on the minds of the green and gold here. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now he steps away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Glover Quinn. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
319! 319! All right.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Graham's got it over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Right. Zoom.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, check 26. Zip.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Back to north. We are going. Shoot. Take 4.
Now it's Hines. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
319. 319.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
We are going. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ryan steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Wide left.
They begin the drive with Hines. Ooh, the juke. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 58. 58 to none.
On play action. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Zoom. Shift. Coming to you.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Right now, you got 58. 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let you.
And a loose football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Again, Ryan. Incomplete. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They can have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Yeah, Liz. Hey. Zoom. Get it.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers again now. And Grant's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Nyheim Hines, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman with a fast feet, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wide left.
They run again with Hines. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Ito Smith. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clint Matthews with a pick. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Right. 45. Box it.
He'll get it up the middle. A spin. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Jones has it over the middle. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. The But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He finds Coleman. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.